When I first moved to Thailand, I lived in Minbury at Min Residence, and I gave you a video and showed you around the place. So I thought it's about time that I did the same and covered a weekend up at our country retreat, Suankuai, near Sisaket, where we lived most of the time. We still spend time in Minbury at Dow's flat down there, condo down there. So let's see how we get on for a weekend visit. Right, it's just gone 5:30 in the morning. You're in Suankuai. We're on the edge of the village, where bungalow's part of the family land. We'll see what happens in a few seconds when I open the door. I think it's time to go and see my friends. Sawadee! Sawadee! Hello, man. Hello. Right, my love, my love. Hey. Right, so they're fed. That's my daily task. I love it. You can hear them shouting as we wake up, wondering where the farang is so they can have their food. It's great. Simple little pleasures. Here's another one. Well, there's one big one, Uwan they call him, which is it's not really very nice because Uwan means fatty. Let's go and see some more friends. So where are they? There we are. On the left we have Blackie and Brownie, and there's Spotty. Now they don't really have names. When I asked the family, oh, what's the names of the cows, they looked at me as I was crackers. But I can't be coming across here and talking to them every day without knowing their names, so I christened them all. And people said, what, he's talking to cows? Well, let me tell you something. You've got to do things that make you happy. And this I find very therapeutic every day. I come over and see them, feed them occasionally. I'll show you some of the food that I give them later in the video. And it's great. And they can see me. They know that I'm here. Because when we come out and play petanque here on the lawn later, not at the moment because it's too wet, but they're all screaming and mooing, and it's fantastic. Just part of country life. So there we are. There's where Paul lives, in his hut. A garden out the back that I'll show you later. And there's May. Sawadee, May. Capcom. And she's making rice, cow, here on the stove. Ready for a ham chow breakfast later. The other activity that starts each day and is doing me the world of good is created by this little veranda outside the bungalow, which basically acts as a multi-purpose area. It's my little gym each morning, and later at night we sit out, watch TV through the mosquito net, listen to music, watch sport. Here in the darkness, listening to nature, which is stunning. But every morning do exercises and stretches, which gets the day off to a great start before sitting down having a cuppa, a shower and getting on with daily life. Right, for those of you of a certain age will remember a TV comedy in the UK called The Good Life. And it's basically about a couple who dropped out and went self-sufficient. Well, we're not quite like that, but this is the big garden out the front. Now, as you can see, there's quite a lot of things being grown there. I got a bit worried when I saw that long trench being dug. I thought, what have I done? There we go, solar lighting so that no intruders. Not that you get any round here, but peace of mind. Lots of stuff being grown there. They only went up about, maybe a month ago, 6 weeks ago. So you can see how quickly things grow here. Now some of the trees have mangoes in them. Out to sea, we're towards the end of the mango season. You just see one or two in the big tree up across there that's still left. Stunning, isn't it? Country lane out the front. Now some of those trees up there have coconuts, cashew nuts. And where the area's cut there in the middle, the reason for that, Dow's brother came round, he's got cattle as well. Mare, Dow's mum, cut it down to feed the cows. Basically, so that's self-sufficient as well. Let's go and have a look at the newer garden. So here's the country lane. That one leads to Banjan, and that one into the village of Suankuai. We'll have a little ride tomorrow, show you a bit more. Stunning countryside, stunning. Big hay container there for the cows. There's the cows' houses there. Paws hut and our bungalow. Mare's got a little room in there. Our bedroom, shower, toilet, kitchen, lounge. Front lawn. I think I might look at finding out what they use seed-wise at Chiang Mai and get some proper grass on here, but it's multi-use, so I don't know. You know, the cows come out to graze, cars drive across it occasionally when we have functions and parties. Let's go and have a look at the second garden. So here we are. This before was just ordinary field. Dow decided to exchange her cattle with Mare for some of hers. Exchanged it for land with her brother, and they're creating this amazing garden. It's only been here a couple of weeks, and already the stuff that they've planted is starting to grow. Fantastic. She never stops working out here. It's a pride and joy. Look at this. They don't use ordinary spades here. It's like a cross between a shovel and a pick. Say hello, darling. Come on, don't be shy. Yeah, the plan is that everything grown here we eat. I'll put a list of everything along the bottom because there's so many to explain of what we're growing, and we'll live off it, exchange it with other family and other people who've got other stuff on their land that we find useful, and it makes it great. The things that we buy are meat, sometimes fish if we're not. If there's not been a fishing expedition, chicken sometimes, if one of the locals doesn't find its way into the pot, and pork. But apart from that, We're well on the way to self-sufficiency. Now, rainy season is upon us, and when it gets really rainy in a few months, this becomes swampland out the back. And this is where I was taken once, and I hope to do it again because it was an amazing experience. Dow's brother, Dam, and his friends come, set little traps in the pools, and we do what's called frog fishing. I just carried the equipment around last time. I didn't set the hooks up or anything. And believe it or not, frogs, eating the fleshy parts, used in stews, the bony bits and the little flesh around them, deep fried, a bit like pork scratchings back at home. Fantastic. I know everyone will, I can see some of you now turning your nose up, but don't knock until you try. And one thing I have done out here is go into it full steam ahead. Embraced it, assimilating. That's the best thing I've done. Open the mind. Right, so Saturday morning, time for me to head out for the day. This is where I often return or relax on an afternoon. Watch a bit of sport on my laptop, relax in the hammock. They're not daft, you see, because they've seen this car pull up, and there's Dam. There's Dam, it's Dow's brother. And they know that if somebody's in the garden, they're cutting their food. That's why they're shouting, "Hello, Dam." That's why the cows are shouting, they know they're going to get fed. They don't miss a trick. Today I'm going to head to Ubon for some football. My very shy driver, Cab lads, Dow, taking me to Kanthararom, the nearest town. Just put the spelling underneath so you can see where it is. It's about a 20-25 minute drive. From there I'll use public transport. Have a day out at Ubon, some amateur football. Okay, here I am outside the post office here in Kanthararom. I have to say, incredible customer service, helpful, speak a little bit of English, and to be quite honest, some of the customer service that I've encountered of late trying to deal with issues back in the UK has been shambolic. Thailand puts it to shame, always a smile. That's not saying everybody in the UK, by the way, but services have gone down. I remember when you used to get good personal service, now it's phone lines, apps, which is every reason why I still support my former colleagues and those who go out on strike over there. It's not about money, it's about providing a proper service. Some of us do have pride. Anyway, enough of that. As I say, I'm going for a train ride now. Dow, my wife, dropped me off here so I could get on with business. She's gone shopping in the market. Kanthararom is a small market town. I'm not sure if I've done a full video here. I'll have to do one in the future if not. We'll see how we go on at the railway station. A bit of school football on my way to the station. One outstanding feature that I love about Thailand is every school has got a playing field outside. Usually with a football pitch, but all manner of activities. And some of them, like here at Kanthararom, have even got little stands for spectators to sit in. I'm trying to find out if there is any proper local football played here, but some of the internet's not great. It takes a lot of research to find anything out. And you've got to be patient when you live here. you get Westerners complaining, oh, it's not the same as back home. Well, thank goodness it isn't. It's all part of integrating and learning, and it's great when you find out things. You know, put a bit of effort in, you get rewarded. It'll be a bit warm, but it's cooled down in the last few weeks. Rainy season, as I say, is well commenced. I think it'll get wetter still. I hope it's not as wet as last year when we had some bad floods. But I think last year was an exception. So here I am by Kanthararom railway station, the forecourt outside. The road that leads up here I quite like. I found it completely by chance the first time I'd visited the station and gone on the train. That shop over there we've ended up buying furniture from, some great stuff in there. Further down we've bought solar lighting, and then just this way a little bit I bought new inner tubes for my bicycle, so it's been very useful to me. And across there, fantastic stalls all selling some great food. Chicken, pork, rice, cold drinks, and all at fair prices, unlike outside railway stations back home. So we're going to go and first of all make sure that the train's running, because they can be a little bit unpredictable in Thailand. But I've had no bother, touch wood, since I've been in Sisaket. Kanthararom railway station is very much like every other I've visited in Thailand. It's immaculately kept, great source of pride, no vandalism. The thought of sneaking on a train and not paying or doing something wrong in a station is just completely alien to the nature. Lovely guy there just chatting to in the ticket office, spoke a bit of English, probably similar to the Thai I can speak. 7 baht it is to Ubon Ratchathani. That's about a 30-minute journey, and 7 baht in UK money is probably around 15 pence. So yeah, good value. And the good thing here, as I was saying about customer service earlier, without banging on about it too much, there's staff everywhere. There's toilets open here, there's a ticket office open all the time, there's a guard. When the train comes there'll be somebody to see it off. They give people jobs here. They give people jobs so then they spend money again. It's not just about shareholders raking it in. I guess it's a bit like some of you older guys remember England used to be. Sadly no longer. I simply couldn't resist. I've had a big breakfast, but I've spent 40 baht on a great big chunk of chicken on a stick wrapped in a leaf. I'll have a little nibble as I go, just waiting for the train. So Ubon Ratchathani here. I'm not sure I'm going to get into the city because it is quite a long way. The railway station is built in another town that later became connected. It is quite a hike, certainly not one for on foot. See what transport's outside. There's always a grab taxi if the worst comes to the worst. chance at the football. Oh, nearly 2-0. Bit of a colour clash, as you can see. One team in all red with blue trim and the others in orange and blue. And what I'm watching here, Thailand has 3 divisions of professional football and then an amateur league, and the teams try to get promoted into the 3rd level. And this is a quarter-final in the knockout stages of the amateur league for the North East region, Southern Zone. Bit of a mouthful, and remarkably we're here right in the east of Isan province, and the 2 teams have travelled from the city in the furthest west to be here, Nakhon Ratchasima, about 4 or 5 hours away. So it's Nakhon Ratchasima College in all red, and they're playing against BTS Warriors. Both academic sides. The system works here. A lot of colleges take on players, part of the studies, a bit like the American system, I guess. This fine stadium used to be home to Ubon United, who went bust, spent too much money. They were in the top level of Thai football. Fortunately, the venue's on university land. It's, well, the Northeastern Polytechnic Vocational College, and they've kept the ground in good nick. It needs a bit of tidying up, but the aim is the hosts are playing in a later game. They're also in the quarter-final, so ideally they'll win and get into the league, because this venue's too good just going to waste on college football. There's never enough come down. Hopefully with a bit of success, the crowds will return. So as I say, I'm here. There's another game at 4 o'clock, but I'm just watching this one that kicked off at 1, and then I'm going to go and do some other stuff. Well, it's a good stretch there, about 50 minutes, and I'm at a place called Runway Cafe. Home to many expats, having a San Miguel White with lemon and relaxing. An hour or so before my train. The football wasn't much good, but that's not the point. It's a day out, and I'm enjoying every moment of this weekend so far. Heading back now to Kanthararom, another 7 baht well spent. My beautiful wife is awaiting me at Kanthararom station with some water and food. We'll go back, enjoy some drinks and listen to some music. So back at Kanthararom, and I can see our little motor across there. My beautiful wife waiting to take me home. Fantastic day out. Come on, come on, come on. Some more. Here they come. There you are. Hey. So this is where we dine every day. Sit down, me, Dow's mum and dad. We have a meal about 9 o'clock, a little bit earlier today because we're going out for the day. There's several different choices. So it's different in Thailand, eat differently to Westerners. 3 or 4 different dishes put out, big tub of rice, get what you want, something for everyone. Share, lovely swing there where I relax. Let's see who's in the garden. There she is, my beautiful wife, digging away. Pomchuai mai? Okay, tilak pom gamlang chakrayam by na.
Okay.
So not just my wife in the garden. Let's go and see who's over here. So Waddy Mare. Mare in the garden. Oh, there's some corns. Wow, fantastic. Yeah, these have only been here 2 or 3 months, but they're quickly growing. There's one thing about it, because of the extreme heat and wet, everything grows twice as quick as back home. There's our bungalow. Now it's time to go for a bit of exercise. As you heard, I can speak a little bit of Thai. You can hear the cows because they're seeing us over in the garden. They think that they're going to get fed. So a bit of additional exercise. I've already had my workout. There we go. Let's see how we get on. I'll show you a little bit of where I ride. I'll just give it a minute or two because we've got some visitors going by. Don't want to be riding with them. Yeah, that way's the village. Where's the village. Don't head into there too much, to be honest. There's a little local shop and another couple round the corner. Many distant relatives live along there, and sometimes go down to the temple or go through on our way for a day's adventure, like later today. Just give these a couple of minutes along the lane and I'll get on riding. That's good. The Kwai have gone off. Trying to film while I ride. This is like Evel Knievel trying to jump over double-decker buses. Those of you who know how good I am on a bicycle. That gives you a look as to where we go. I'm not going at full speed for obvious reasons. Isn't it beautiful? Incredible scenery. There's a bike track down there that goes around a lake. We're going to show you the family farm in a few minutes. Yeah, we've had some rain, some big storms, helps grow the rice. So the lane continues straight ahead to Bangjan, where there's a very famous temple. I'm going to do a left. Now there are lots of these tracks around. Google mapped my friend when I first moved here. Now I'll get to know them. They'll take you off in all different places. Always somewhere to go for a ride. Broaden the mind, get some good fresh air through your lungs. Sometimes come along here with a book. Well, on my on my mobile device to read a book, or sometimes sit up here and just relax and watch football highlights on the phone in a different environment. Not all this beautiful countryside around, so we might as well enjoy it. There we are, look at that for a beautiful lake. One of my favourite views when I come for a ride is this lake. What's this, what they're doing here? So Cap. Yeah, there's something about that view always does it for me. I ride round and round that lake a few times when I need the exercise. You sometimes see people fishing. Not sure what they were doing now. I think they were gathering, might have even been mushrooms by the bank. There's another larger lake about a mile near where we're going, but it hasn't got the same scenery around it. That is beautiful. I could sit and paint that if I had any talent. So another lesser path takes us towards the family farm. So here we are. The place the branches in these lakes out on the farms, so it encourages fish to breed. And when the guys come, they dredge everything out, they go in, drag everything out, and then they trawl with nets and bring out many fish for us to enjoy. Now then, we'll go a bit further. What I'm going to do at the bottom of this video is leave a link. So I want people to see how I live out here, but also if I can help I will. And a great video I watched featuring a couple of friends, one who I play snooker with, one who I starting to stay in contact with online, and it's about mindfulness and enjoying life and living in the moment, things like that. It's well worth a watch. It's a fantastic video. Some of you might find it helpful. I know I certainly have. It falls in line with some of my self-taught thinking of the past, and it's basically get the most out of every moment and enjoy it. I mean, look at this. I hope you can hear the sounds. Just stunning. Stunning. I never thought I'd say it, but some of the restrictions back home with COVID have helped me adjust out here, because there isn't the same things to do as in a big city. But you find other things to do that are just as enjoyable and broaden the mind. Right, so this is the family farm. You might have seen videos here before. Look on my list of videos and you'll see one of the men fishing here. An old chair there that I sit down on and just take life in. As you can see, lots and lots of rice. Before, the cattle used to come here, but now that we haven't got so many, they're generally at home. So instead, planting rice. Over that side, Dow's cousin's farm and her parents are doing something similar. All about learning to live within your means, grow things that can help others and they swap with you. It is like an old cooperative society, and I find it absolutely stunning, and not just scenery wise, but you know, the way people are with each other. You're out in the country. It's the sort of life that I love. It's lovely to see the sun breaking through, because we're going to have a fun day, all being well. Right, I've extended my ride. I'm going to show you a couple of things around the village. Gone past the house. Here we are, so Uncle Y School. I told you about schools yesterday. Every one of them's got a playing field outside. Lovely school. Lovely kids. We came here to feed them in the days before a few days before the wedding. This is where Dow came and did her education. Early education anyway. And this leads to the local wat or temple. It's gone now, but that's the land where Dow was born. The house has gone. Next door, my sister lives. We've been there for a celebration or two. Lots of little lanes. 2 main roads serve the many houses. That little place at the end where the dogs are outside, that's the village shop that we use. Open all hours for booze, so we're never stuck for a drink. Sawadee Kap! Sawadee Kap! Leave the doors open, but we have mosquito nets. Don't want anyone getting in. Shouldn't. Lovely piece of furniture. TV at the end, so on a night I can sit outside, watch the sport while I'm having a cold beer with a fan on. Lovely present brought to us by friends for a wedding. Bedroom through there, Mare stays in there. My little laptop corner, my own little space. Yeah, one thing about living here, sport midweek back in the UK, it's played in the early hours here, so I get up in the morning, do all my exercises, what I have to do, then sit and watch it on YouTube. I've got a thing that links up the TV so I can mirror it off my phone. Let's have a look. Here's the kitchen extension. Reminder of good days. Out there leads to the Onkrua kitchen outside. Everything I need. Beautiful. And a lovely bathroom that would be the pride of any hotel. Sawadee! Sawadee!
Hello! Hả? Cái anh như vậy như thế à? Bà, cái anh đi mất cái vàng. Bà đi khác.
Rau from mai. Con Sawadee.
Bà đi. Chúc chúc.
Rau Gamlang bonfire. So here we are, Ponside district, and we're in the local temple. We're parked up here. We're going to go and see the bonfire, the rocket festival. Right, we're on our trail. While having a cig. Now's got some seats. I've got beer and food. May's got a blanket.
เราเห็นวิดีโอตัวเดี๋ยวเราจะเปิดนิดนึงเราเห็นวิดีโอ
นั่นล่ะจังว่าให้อัน
And
ไอ้
Nade,
เนาะ
ให้
and
พ่อเฒ่า
Nade,
เพิ่นถือนั่น
Nade, what you
หัด
got?
ถือเนี่ยให้
What you got, Nade? Let's see what you've got. Oh, you've got a basket. Oh, lovely. Let's see what we find. There they are, they're getting the rockets ready, fueling them up, fueling themselves up, looking at those bottles of Laucow. The same as last week, lots and lots of stalls. It's incredible, like a country fair. Everyone just having fun. Stalls all set up, everything you want to buy, food, drink, lottery, clothes, hats. Wow, they look massive, those rockets. Not sure where they're firing them from. We'll find a base and settle down. I can see a platform over there, but it looks like there's only one. Looks a smaller event than last week, where I reckon there must have been 30,000 or so there. But this is good, this is good. It's not quite as far either. This has taken us about 90 minutes to get here. I always say, the second time you do anything or go anywhere, it's better, because you know what you're doing. And we've come prepared this week. Now these kind gents as well have a stall. And we're under shelter. We're not far from the launch. We're near the loo. We've got tables and chairs. It's cost us 300 baht to rent the area for the day, which is nothing. Not for having total comfort. We're not sat on the floor. Great work, ladies. I'm in good hands. Typical Thai countryside picnic. Just while left with me. Mum-in-law, May and Nade, otherwise known as Auntie Lam Yong, have gone picking mushrooms. Dow's gone to buy somtam. I'm left with mango sour, mango sweets, rice biscuits, rice, corn on the cob and beers. I think I can get by for the next hour or so. I'm not sure what's going on time-wise, but it looks like this is where they're going to launch the rockets from. The whole event circles around it. It is a lot bigger than I first thought. So I've asked Gao to listen out for announcements, because obviously I don't understand Thai to this degree. It's another one of these Thai things that you must do. You must do if you can spare the time. Try and find out the information. Open your minds. It's something very different to the Western world. Don't come and expect an aircon bar, TV showing sport from back home. It's open your mind and roll your sleeves up time and have fun. Definitely roll your sleeves up, it's very hot. Crowds are building and the guys are up on the launch fixing their first rocket.
ไอ้ก้มมายักกับผู้ดอนนะครับมารับผู้ตาอยู่จุดกับเวลาเด้อ
For those of you who want to see more about the rockets, there will be a link at the bottom of this, so you can click onto last week's video where I did a more extensive version.
เราก็ต้องให้ไกลนี่นานพอกันไปรูปลักษณ์แบบนี้เขาจะเห็นแบบไหนสิเด็กเยอะเล็กหนักกันเบาเพียงเป็นแฟนโล่งๆเลย
The name of the competition in Thai is Bongfai, and it is a competition. There's serious money changes hands, gambling on the outcome, big prize money at stake. There'll be rockets fired during the day through different intervals. There was 4 different launching pads last week up the road. This is a smaller festival, but there's still a great crowd in. It's getting towards 4 o'clock and I think we've dodged a bullet really. A massive storm gone round the edge of the festival. We bought one of those handheld things that wafts the air. I suppose, I don't know the proper term, I suppose it's a fan of sorts. So we could keep cool. And I must be honest, I've had a proper drink. I sat there enjoying the day, like so many others. So off we go, in a more bedraggled state than when we arrived. Some leaving with the tails between the legs. Strange. It's the same as when the other side of the world I've been to race meetings of this sort of size and festival. You get the same reaction if you ask some of those people if they've won or lost. You soon tell. Never mind. We'll go on. It's been a great day out. I've enjoyed it anyway.